What's up everybody, this is Hillbillies here and welcome back to episode 41 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Today I wanted to get into this right away if I could. I just wanted to let you guys know though that unfortunately Hottie Fletch could not be here to join me today due to the fact that, he's in school and the time zones and whatnot. And today it's actually Monday and I have the day off because of a holiday, so I figured I have to take advantage of them all the time that I can and try and make an episode whether, my helper is here or not. So I'm going to get into this, and what I'm going to build today is a giant bone in Minecraft. And the reason for that is I wanted to have a place to put my dogs, and originally I was going to put them in the giant bone, a dog house shaped like a bone. Made sense, right? Instead I decided though I wanted to keep the dogs close by, so I'm going to keep them in a room in my base. Whenever I build that, that'll probably be another episode. But for now, I wanted to build, instead, I'm going to build a dog obstacle course, kind of like what Stampy has in his world, and I'm sure many other people do as well. But I want to make it in the shape of a giant bone. Obviously, it takes quite a bit of resources, so I've got lots of wool there, I've got all sorts of stuff on me here. Spent many hours collecting it all, so I think let's get started, because I'm also going to make this probably two parts. One part I build a building, and the second part I will build the insides and add the actual obstacle course itself. So let's get started, guys. The whole thing is, it's going to be 42 blocks long. That is how I built it. I used a picture on Google, I increased the size, and then I built it 3D after many hours of messing around with it and trying to figure out how to make it the way I like it. So to start, the first block in the end, you're going to want to start with one above the ground, so you don't need that piece of dirt there. Afterwards, then you're going to want to go in one and then down. And then from this block, this is 1. You go 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the base right there. Go up at an angle and get rid of this block here so that it goes up like that. And then repeat the same thing and go up one more. Remove this block as well, so it's an angle like this. And now, from this block, go all the way across in a straight line, almost to meet up to the other side, which I will show you again. Like I said, that block over there that I said is the first one, this block is the last one. So you're going to want to make the exact same copy on this side. So let's go make sure that I don't screw this up here. Like I said, see how it goes down at an angle over there? Do the same thing here, just like this. You go 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and then go up and across, and it should, when I do it, see, goes up at an angle twice and then connects all the way across to the other side. So you're going to want to do that, obviously, both sides so far. That is just the start. Now, from this part, this is where I'm going to have to be kind of careful and try not to die and whatnot. So here, from this block, this is 1, again, you go up 1, so that's 2, 3, 4. Now that you've gone up 4, you're going to want to go up 1 and in and remove that block right there so that it goes at a diagonal again. Next, you're going to want to build, oh, I guess actually you probably shouldn't, never mind. You can leave that one there for now because you have to place a block like this at another diagonal. So if we can carefully remove that center one, you can see how it goes in and then back out again. Now, same thing on this side. This is block 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is at the top, almost. And so from this block, go in 1, and then go up 1. And this block is again 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is the interesting part because I'm going to have to drop down and place a block diagonally underneath it. So let me go drop down here and show you guys what I mean. I'll use white wool so that I don't get too confused here with what I'm trying to do. Let's see if I can do this nicely here. Like I said, goes down at an angle, right? Like just like that. Now this one is going to go, you're going to stay at that level and you're going to go all the way across to meet up with the other side. So let's go ahead and go do the same thing that we just did, like you see here, but to that side over there. So let's take a quick run over there and let's do that. And I do apologize, I want to try and make it like detailed for you guys because it is a larger build. It is something a little more complicated to build than I normally would just because of the angles and the weird things. So I hope this is okay, guys, if I go a little slower and, really explain what everything is. So like I said, from this side, this is block, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you want to go in and up one. Like I said, you can remove that block back there. Now, this one, like I said, go up again and remove that block there. Perfect. Now this is again 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that we've gone up there again, go in one and up. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is again where I'm going to have to drop down and place the block underneath it at an angle. So you know what I might do to help out here so I can get back up top to connect them afterwards. And you guys should immediately notice the look of it. You probably should notice, oops, I went a little too high there. Okay, so I'm going to place this like that and remove this corner block that you see there. Now, please ignore the pillar of white. That is just temporary for now. Now that I've done this though, guys, you're going to want to go ahead and connect both of these corners all the way together. Okay, and you see guys now, I've just finished connecting it all, and it matched up perfectly as you see. So if you will give me a second, I'm going to go remove this pillar of white so it's not in the way, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like from a distance, and maybe it'll give you guys a good idea of the shape of the bone. Remember, that is just the outline, but it does look better with the outline, and I will be filling it in with the white wool after. So if I can actually get up here without doing too horrible, you can see it does kind of have the shape of the bone, and this is the size of the building. Now, you can do one of two things. You can either, right now, you can go ahead and fill in this whole side with white, which is what I'm going to do to show you guys how nice it looks, and to give you a good example, so you can follow along, I guess. And then, once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and you have to basically just copy this exact design on the other side. Now, myself, I have designed it to be 11 blocks wide starting from this block. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can see I already have my marker here, and this is where I'm going to build that exact same shape, but over here. So if you guys will give me just a little while, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build that over here on this side in the exact same way. And I'm also going to fill both of them up completely with white wool, as it is going to take a long time to do all that. And that's all it is. It's just completely white wool right here for the moment. So you can go ahead and in yours, go ahead fill it all up with as much wool as you have. And like I said, guys, I'll be back when I'm finished with that so I can show you guys exactly what it looks like. And it looks a lot more like a bone, and I'm sure it will look a lot nicer and make more sense to you guys once that's finished. So just one second, guys, and I'll be back. Alright everybody, I did what I was going to say, and I've made the bone, and I've filled in all the white wool there, and I'm pretty sure both sides are the same. That's one thing I noticed, is I had to go over it a couple of times. I had to check one side, then check the other, and check again and again and again until I made sure that they were both exactly the same. And that is one thing I advise you guys to do, is make sure while you're doing it that it is how it's supposed to be. Otherwise you're going to have one that's one too high or too low, and I find with the angle sometimes you don't notice it right away. Like I had done this part, to be honest with you guys, a couple of times now trying to make sure, and I think it's okay now, and it's at the part that I want. So what I was going to do was I was going to show you guys how to do the rest of it basically. No longer need any black wool. I'm going to drop this off right in here. What I do need is obviously lots more white wool, which I'm very glad I grabbed. I'm going to need, oops, I don't need that. I have some quartz stairs on me. I'm going to show you guys how I do the end of it, or the end of the bone here, which I might do this first, but I'm not 100% sure because, like I said, I want it to look 3D, right? So I wanted to make it kind of round. So what I did, to the best of my abilities, as you can see, is right there, I made it kind of go in one, right? So, well, for example, here, let me do a better thing like that. Like this. You see how it goes from there, and then it goes in a block, and I'm going to go like this the whole way across. And remember to do this in between both of them, so it goes towards the inside like that. Okay. So, once that has been done, make sure to go like that. Oops. And next, you're gonna go in one more and down again, just like that. And you're going to go all the way along and... see? I hate that, to be honest with you guys, that you cannot place objects over, like, the flowers and stuff. It gets rid of the grass and stuff, no problem. But I find so many times I have issues with that sort of thing. But you see how it's kind of like a staircase design, like that? Let me go out here and show you what it looks like from this side. So from this side, it's not perfect. Or this slide. This side. It's not honestly perfect, as you can see. Let me just do the little edges here, because this should actually be back in there, so it looks a little bit better like that. But there you go. It kind of looks like it goes inwards, and now you can't see through it anymore. So it kind of looks sort of round as I could get it, really. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing now on this side. Alright, so that's done as well now. And the cool thing about this is, you know, from the inside it looks like this, and you're probably thinking, well, that doesn't look very good. But what I'm going to do is basically this floors are going to be white, of course, you know, and I'm going to have the obstacle course in the center. So what I had figured is this is kind of like stands, you know, where people can sit and watch the show going on. And of course it's tall enough, or I built it tall enough so that it's going to be at 2 levels. So there's also going to be obstacle courses up top, or it's going to be something like one person is here, one person is here, and they have to race to the other end all the way up top and then back down, something like that. I'm hoping that will work because, to be honest with you guys, I only built the building. I didn't build on the obstacle course, but like I said, that'll be in that'll be part 2 of this episode when I release it. Well, once I've actually finished, you know, this first. So, yeah, let's get this done, though, before I start rambling on too much. Now, this part, to be honest, it gets, even myself, I find I get a little bit confused here with how it's supposed to look. And this is why it took me pretty much forever to do this. But, I do know that the bottom here, I kind of want to follow, you know, the shape of the bone, right? To make it 3D, like this kind of round piece, then go in and then out again. So the best that I could do was like this. Go along at that bottom one right there, and go along one. Place a second layer on top of that, and this is where you're going to need the quartz stairs. Because if you place the stairs just like that, you see how it goes, it kind of goes out, which is perfect, which is what I want, right? It goes out a little bit. So I'm going to do the same thing like this, the whole way. But mind you, there's going to be, oops, that's actually the one in the center that I don't want to be there. Okay, so you're going to leave that little gap of 1 in the center. Now from here, we're going to go and build up. Just like this, if I can actually get up there. So you're going to go up and up and up, and you can see, like I said, it goes in, right? So... oops, I think I went a little bit too high then with this one, because what I'm going to do is, since, like I said, that goes in, what I would like to do is build just, boop, 1 block like that, and then like this. So, when this is finished, let me do this quick. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops, I don't need that there, because it's going to kind of look like an indent, that section there. So I'm going up 1, 2 the whole way along with that little piece in the center there. So now, when I go like this and place the staircases all along, I can do this. Also, I'm going to do this twice, just so you know. This is much more difficult now that I'm not in my creative flat world, because, you know, creative mode you can fly, and it just makes things, it makes things a lot easier. So you see that, let me see, actually if I can do, oops, 1 more up there just to match it, so I can go back and show you guys kind of what the idea is. This is how I'm going to make the bone 3D. The design looks like this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another one right on top of that one. So I'm going to go ahead and build myself up a bit to get back up there. I just wanted to show you guys quick what it looked like. And that's the whole point of having this indent here, as you see. So it doesn't line up, like it goes back in, and it kind of gives that, well, as 3D as I myself could do it, I found. Because, you know, like I said, I'm not an expert builder or designer and whatnot, and I found... I spent many hours trying to come up with this and make it work, and I was happy with it and whatnot, so it did take a lot of effort to do all this, but I'm pretty sure that this is the design that I'm happiest with. I was crouched. I guess you can fall off stairs, eh? I always forget that. So yeah, like I said, place the same kind of thing. Oops. Not like that, though. I gotta go up again, because I want the upside down stairs there again, as I had it before. So I'm going to see if I can do this without it messing up on me again. Okay, that's perfect like that. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here. Oh, this is getting difficult. I'm sorry guys, this is a little bit slow. It's just the fact that it is a lot harder not being on creative mode, of course. I will eventually, like I said, I will be building a creative world, which is actually going to be the Gears of War 1 campaign, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I've probably mentioned it way too many times by now, though, and actually haven't even done anything with it yet, but I just, lack of time and whatnot, and I'm hoping that soon enough I'll have time to do it, and this is not working very well, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to temporarily build myself like a little scaffolding so I can stand on it. So give me a second. Alright, this should work. Oh, well, look at that. Look how much easier that is. Okay, can I connect it like this? And like that? No, that's not going to work if I do it like that. Okay. Go one more. Now, same thing, guys. Leave the space right here, in between both of them, of course. So then it leaves, that, like you see how since at the bottom the stair goes out and up and around, and then it goes in, and then it goes back out, and it's going to follow that design there. So let's go up. Please ignore all this. Like I said, it is just temporary scaffolding. So now I'm going to go ahead and build myself up to match up the other level. Because at this point, this is obviously, as you see, it goes in again. So I'm going to place more quartz stairs up here. I also, by the way, I found that the quartz stairs, it just seemed to be, it matched up the nicest, basically, so I could use to create angles with it. I found it worked out really well. And I'm probably, to be honest, I'm not even going to have enough quartz stairs. So I will have to go get more quartz, but if I can show you guys at least one side, then you can copy the exact sort of same thing on the other side, which is just, that's how it works, basically. It's very simple. And up here, you can see it goes in twice, though, so you're going to want to go ahead and add a second layer of stairs to this very top section here. Just like this. Remind you, it's not the nicest, I could cut, but it's what I could do. It's what I managed to spend hours working on and planning and figuring out, and I think that this is the way that I am happiest with it. Let's go make sure that this is okay. Let's remove that though, because that's not, that doesn't seem right to me. And of course, up here, this is going to be a roof, and just so you guys know, since I said I did want it to be 3D, I'm going to build, you see how it goes in like that and makes it kind of round at the bottom? I'm going to do the same thing but up here. So you can see that, it goes up one, and then I'm going to, once again, I'm going to go up and in one more level, and it's going to make, match the bottom, and it's going to be the whole way around. But up top, I used quartz stairs originally to make it round, but since I've run out, I don't know if I will be able to do that, but that it was the plan. So, let's clear up some of this crap here that I do not want to see. I don't want any of this garbage here, Well, I need it later, but for now, so you guys can see what it looks like. Looks there, well, see the 3D sort of design for it. Let me take a step back, and there you go, guys. That is actually what it's supposed to look like. I know it doesn't look really like the end of a bone, but to be honest, it was the only way that I could make it kind of 3D, and I found it looked not too bad. It's not the nicest when you stand over here, but when you're here, it's not, when you're at this kind of an angle, it's not the worst ever. I did spend many hours, like I say, so it's what I'll have to deal with for now, and it's the way I've designed it, and I'm happy enough with it. It's cool having a giant bone in the world anyways, but that's actually how you build the sides. So, let's sleep a second and be right back in the day. Alright, so, daytime now. Better to see. A lot easier to see. So, the problem though too, like I said guys, is I do not have the stairs that I would like. Unfortunately, to do all this... Oh, more zombies. See how what happens? It's safe everywhere else except for like that around these trees and everything. Look, there's a couple more over there. But you can see now that we're in the daytime, it's a lot easier. I'll just stand here a second. Maybe if you guys want to copy it or whatnot, you certainly can. I may use some of those extra top stairs for now to finish the other side, but I'm going to go ahead and copy that exact design on the other side, and if I don't have enough stairs, guys, for now, I'm going to just, leave it without the stairs, and as I get more quartz, I will go and I will try and fix that. Because what I want to do is I want to at least have the building ready and show you guys what it looks like, and then the next episode, like I say, I will do the actual, the building of the actual dog obstacle course. So if you guys will give me a moment, I will return in just a little bit when this side is also completed. Okay guys, so this side is, well, sort of done as well. As you can see, I used the stairs that I had, but I'm missing, the stairs there, and the top part there, the bottom there, and of course up top there. But I really don't have enough materials right now, and it's going to take a very long time to go and get enough, because the quartz stairs actually require lots of quartz, because first of all you have to go get just the regular quartz, and then you have to turn 4 quartz pieces into 1 block, and then you have to use like 6 quartz blocks to make like 4 sets of stairs. So it's going to take a little while, but I do promise that will be fixed, and I just at least wanted to have one of the sides 100% completed, because like I say, this side to the other side is symmetrical, and then this end to the other end, that's also supposed to be exactly the same. So this is what it should look like on the other side, just to give you another quick look. Now, let's do something real fast and get up top here, because I want to start building on the roof. Let's see if I can just do it from up here really easily. I don't want to, I want to way across, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and go up top, and I will start showing you the building of the roof. Like I said, there normally be stairs on top, but you don't really notice it too much from there. It depends on where you're standing. So without them, you don't notice it too much on the sides here, but in the creative one, I had stairs, here and up here. But like I said, I do not have enough stairs at the moment, but when I do promise that everything will be changed and the way it should be. But to show you guys at least the main, how the building is constructed is the most important to me. I'd rather make sure that you guys know the dimensions and know how to set it up. And of course, everybody is always going to do it differently and whatnot, so, feel free to change things, use different objects or whatnot. I may be able to find another use, maybe a different set of staircases or something I could possibly do, or some slabs, or something to change it a little bit. Now, let's see if I have this correct, of course, because of the fact that it jumps up 1 height here as well. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put it like this, and go inside 1, although that, I don't think I did that in the last one, so I'm going to leave it actually at the same height, sorry guys. Just like this to keep, the roof right there. And like I said, this goes in though 1 more time. So we're going to go ahead and go like that, remove this one, and go all the way across once again like this. And then you can see it kind of makes like a circle, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So it's going to go up, and then it's going to be flat, and then it's going to come down again. So it's going to be sort of round, as round as I could basically make it. So yeah, it's a pretty simple, well, I guess the dimensions sometimes can be a little messed up, and trying to actually compare the sides and make sure that they're exactly the same is a little bit of a trouble, and gathering the materials, of course, does take a little while. As you see, it does require lots of white wool, lots of black wool, lots of quartz, obviously, something I did not have enough for, and I myself was not prepared for it, unfortunately. But I'm hoping to have that fixed, of course. And inside there, you see how it leaves those lines there. What I'm going to do is that gap, that 1 block gap, I'm just going to fill that up and make the wall completely straight on both sides so it's not visible from the indoors. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to build that same piece there, that same staircase type, like rounded edge, I guess I should call it, on that side right there, and then I'm going to connect them both together like this at that height. So it only goes up the 2, and then it goes all the way across and connects, and that is going to be the roof. So if you'll give me a little while, guys, I'm going to build this side up, I'm going to connect the 2, and I'm going to build it so that it has a roof, and then we're going to go inside, afterwards, and we're going to fill up that area, and change the floor as well. And then after that, I think that will probably be the end of it. So give me a little while, guys, and I will return once again. Alright everybody, the roof here is now complete. As you can see, like I said, it goes up and in twice, and then it goes over to the other side, and it goes and does the same thing here. And I'll show you the end that is complete just to make it a little easier. From that staircase, the final one, just go in one, and then go up so it looks like a nice, smooth, rounded edge the whole way. And then on the other side, obviously, of course I didn't have the stairs, but it is the same sort of thing, and the stairs are just going to go on top of here and here, so just to give you a good idea. Now, from a distance, I'm running out of food too, so it's lucky we're getting down to the last little bit of this. But yeah, from the outside now, it kind of, you don't see the inside, don't see the gap there. It looks a little bit more round. It kind of looks a little more like a bone, I find. Gives it more of a 3D depth kind of look to it, which is what I wanted. So I'm happy with how it is right there. And now we are going to go inside and complete some stuff on the inside. Eventually, there'll be a door here or there or around, somewhere. Luckily, I had these pumpkins, though, from the outside, which I will probably leave here for now because I don't want anything spawning in here while I'm in here. And like I said, basically, this ugly, like, I guess the cross type shape, the plus sign there, fill that in completely just like this so that you don't see anything, and it will become one nice solid wall. I find it just looks a little bit better. I'm not planning on using that room, that little one block gap for anything. So go ahead and definitely, fill it in or don't, depending on what you think of it. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and also change the floor. The floor is also going to be white. Now the cool thing about this, I guess, is it is tall enough so that I can create 2 floors, but if I so desire, I could also build underground. So, it could be basically as large as you want it to be. You can make the building itself as big as you want, but you can also build the obstacle course as well huge. Like, I can go underground and build it 3 levels deep, and each level is maybe a different challenge or something like that. So, we'll see what I come up with, I guess. I'm going to, during work, I might try and think of some designs that I can come up with, different obstacle courses that I can get the dogs to run through and the people to run through, and make it easy enough so that they aren't teleporting, because that's the problem, is you don't want them teleporting past the obstacle. You want them to stand right beside you and walk over it and that sort of thing. Another quick note I wanted to point out, I had taken a while to make this episode, and it's been, a couple weeks since the last one, and the reason for that is I was actually hoping to do a 100 subscriber special, because I'm now over 100 subscribers thanks to all the amazing support from you guys. The issue, though, I'll be honest with you guys, I was going to do something really cool in the end, and I had everything planned, and I had spent a bunch of time gathering all sorts of materials, all the ones that I had wanted, and I placed them all in the end. Like, I didn't, I put them in chests, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm ready to go, I'm about to do the thing. But now the problem is, I think my world is too big, or I put too many things in the end, but the end doesn't work. And by that, I mean, it freezes every single time I try and go in the end. I mean, every time. If I'm alone in the game, I walk into the end and it lasts about 4 seconds. I can turn around and then the whole Xbox freezes and I have to shut off the Xbox and turn it back on just to get it to work again. Hottie Fletch was with me, and it's same thing happens. If he jumps in the end and I'm not, it freezes the game. If we both jump in, it freezes the game. And so far, I've done it like 10 times in a row, and not a single time did I manage to get it to work. So my end at the moment is completely broken. So I do apologize for the time. I will still make a 100 subscriber special. I will just have to change the location. So it's going to take me a little bit longer than I had hoped, because like I said, I had already had materials and I placed them in the Nether. And kind of one of the problems with me having done that is now I can't get them. All of the hours that I spent mining and gathering all of these special materials and whatnot that I was going to use for the for the subscriber special are now technically non-existent or unavailable because I can't go and get them in the end and take them out because it freezes, like I say, which is, you know, quite unfortunate, but I guess, you know, things like that happen, and hopefully, maybe if I get the Xbox One version, it will fix that, and it'll be able to handle all of the items in the end, and it'll load for me, and that would be great, and I can go and retrieve them, but I don't plan on getting an Xbox One anytime soon. So I figure what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to regather as many of the materials as I can again, because I had many stacks of them, of all the materials that I was going to use. And I'm going to find a new location, and I'm going to set everything back up in the overworld so that nothing happens. And yeah, I'm going to do the subscriber special there, but I just figured I would let you guys know that that's the reason that it hasn't been done yet, and I do apologize for that. You know, I was really hoping to do it. I'm very excited about the fact that I went over 100 subs, and I wanted to do something cool to thank you guys, and it's just unfortunate that something like this was to occur, especially with the fact that, you know, I'm at work and I don't have very much time to play Minecraft or any video game at all, you know, during the week and whatnot. So to have the fact that I lost all of those extra hours of work is just extremely unfortunate for me, because it just means that it's going to take that much longer. But in the meantime, guys, I am going to try and work on some GTA 5 videos, hopefully. Definitely, I have my survival series with Hottie Fletch. I'm going to continue this series, of course, as well, and hopefully I will release my subscriber special when I am able, so I do apologize to you guys, and thank you for your patience and support. It's always much appreciated, and like I say, the support's been pretty incredible, guys. Like, I'm shocked at how quickly the subscriptions have gone up, and how people, you know, people are so cool, they comment so much, and it's just really encouraging to see people, how much they enjoy the world, and enjoy my Let's Plays, and just all the videos, and like having fun and stuff. So it's really nice, it feels great, you know, people are watching, and it's just a nice feeling knowing people that after, you know, the work you put into something like this, that it's being rewarded, people are watching and enjoying, and I'm enjoying doing it. So I just want to thank you guys again. And I'm kind of rambling here now, guys. I just did want to explain that quick short thing, but I'm actually almost done here anyways, because like I said, I want to make this a two-part series, sorry, not two-part series, two-part episode, because it is going to be, you know, it is a big build, obviously. It's probably been quite a while. I don't know the exact time at the moment. It's probably been a few minutes though. But I wanted to show you guys basically how to build the building, how to set it up, so you can always change it. I just wanted to give you the outline, the way that I did it. Obviously, I'm missing a couple extra materials, but once again, it's all time. It comes down to time, and you know, I had to have an episode out, so I had the extra wool. Luckily, I don't have the quartz yet, but I will work on that, and hopefully when Hottie Fletch is available, he will help me gather some as well, and then we'll finish up this building completely on the outside, hopefully by the next episode. If not, either way, I will still make a part 2, and I will still make the dog obstacle course. You'll have to give me some time to design some, you know, some obstacle courses for this area. Obviously, if any of you guys watching have any suggestions or ideas, please feel free, leave them in the comments below. I'll use as many of the ideas as I can possibly use, of course, because, you know, like I said, I'm not the most creative, but I know all of you guys together can come up with some amazing stuff. So it's just, you know, it's really awesome that way. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more torches in here. I don't want, like I said, nothing spawning. But yeah, this is actually pretty much it, guys. This is the bone. This is how I build it, and you know, you can change it however you want, but this is the way that I did it, and this is going to be a future obstacle course, as much as it does not look like one now. Eventually it will be. There's going to be a second floor up there once I build the obstacle course. I don't want to build it right now. I was thinking of doing it, but I'm not going to, because if I build it and then the obstacle course doesn't fit, or I have to change it somehow, that means I have to take all the floor out, and it's just lots of extra work that, you know, I don't want to have to do. I might as well wait until I'm completely ready to do that sort of thing. So this is pretty much it here, guys, I'd say. I hope you enjoyed getting to watch this episode and see the building of a bone. I thought it was kind of cool because it's kind of one of those unique buildings, I guess, kind of like the library I have over there that is shaped like a book, because, you know, I haven't seen anybody else do that. I haven't seen anybody else build a bone to represent like a doghouse or an obstacle course or anything like that. So I figured that's kind of unique too. And I just really enjoy building in Minecraft and coming up with these cool things and doing lots of fun stuff and, editing and whatnot and having fun with it. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. So once again, I'd like to say thank you all so much for your amazing support, and thank you for your patience again. I hope to have a subscriber special out too. But stay tuned for part 2 of this Building the Bone, when we will return and actually properly finish the obstacle course inside. At least the building is here now. I've got I've got half of a game, I guess, ready for my amusement park, and now that makes it up to 4. Not very many, but slowly over time I will go through that mountain very, very slowly, because it's the mountain's quite big actually, and it's going to take quite a long time to get through it, but I know that after a little while I'll get it done. Don't worry about that. And with some help from Hottie Fletch, of course, and some other helpers, I'm sure it'll take no time. But I think that's it for me, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.